Hello, good evening. You're with NDTV. I'm Amit. Very quickly taking a look at the top stories we're tracking at this moment. With just 3 days left for the Karnataka election, political parties are leaving no stone unturned in this big battle of Karnataka. The voting on 10th and, of course, the results on the 13th. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, his last push for the state. Remember, the Prime Minister has done more than a dozen rallies, roadshows, almost 20, if I count the number in Karnataka, a long roadshow in Bengaluru as well. Narendra Modi, who began his address in Karnataka, Shivamogga with Bajrangbali, took a swipe today at Congress party, saying they are scared, and brought in veteran leader Sonia Gandhi campaigning after the lies are not working. Meanwhile, Sonia Gandhi yesterday addressed her first rally in poll-bound Karnataka in Hubballi. She had largely stayed away from the campaigning since the 2019 Lok Sabha polls due to her poor health.
कर्नाटक के लोग 10 मई को आपको बताएंगे कि वे किस मिट्टी से बने हैं। बहनों और भाइयों, आज इन्हें ये बताने का मौका आ गया है कि लाखों किसानों और दूध उत्पादकों के हित की अनदेखी करके नंदिनी जैसी अच्छी संस्था पर डकैती डालने का इनका षड्यंत्र यहाँ कामयाब होने वाली नहीं है। आज इन्हें ये बताने का समय आ गया है कि नेताओं का भाग्य जनता के आशीर्वाद से तय होता है।
इस चुनाव में अब कांग्रेस के शाही परिवार ने कल कर्नाटका में आकर के बोला है, उन्होंने कहा है कि कर्नाटका की सॉवरेनिटी की रक्षा करना चाहते हैं। कर्नाटका की सॉवरेनिटी यानी कि कर्नाटका की संप्रभुता, क्या आपको पता है कि इसका अर्थ क्या होता है? इतने सालों से पार्लियामेंट में बैठे हैं, भारत के संविधान का शपथ लिया है और ये बात बोलते हैं, जब कोई देश, सुनिए दोस्तों, जब कोई देश आजाद हो जाता है तो उस देश को संप्रभु राष्ट्र कहते हैं। कांग्रेस जो कह रही है, इसका मतलब है कि कांग्रेस कर्नाटका को भारत से अलग मानती है। क्या आपको मंजूर है ये बात? आपको मंजूर है? ऐसा कहने वाली कांग्रेस को सजा करोगे नहीं करोगे? भाइयों बहनों, इसका मतलब है कि कांग्रेस खुलकर कर्नाटका को भारत से अलग करने की वकालत कर रही है। टुकड़े टुकड़े गैंग की बीमारी कांग्रेस में इतनी ऊपर तक पहुंच जाएगी, मैंने कभी सोचा तक नहीं था।
Let's shift focus back to Karnataka, where in fact the battle has now, the campaigning is almost in the last 2 days. Tomorrow would be the last day of the campaigning. Very important region in the state is going to be Mysuru, possibly, which is going to decide whether there is going to be a majority government in the state of Karnataka, I beg your pardon, which will be bucking the trend that we have seen recently, or is it going to continue with a hung assembly? Now, the two major parties, the Congress, in fact, and on the back of Mr. D.K. Shivkumar and Mr. Siddaramaiah, are both politically crucial agrarian leaders. The heartland of this entire area is the old Mysuru region. Their internal dynamics, caste equations, and the battle with the JDU secular, because JDS is a dominant party as far as the Mysuru region is concerned. Whether it is going to play the kingmaker on the back of a better performance, or Can the Congress and the BJP this time make it troublesome for the regional satraps? Take a look at this ground report.
The story of the Congress party in Karnataka 2023 is really that of a national party trying hard to keep the narrative firmly local and regional. It's led by two strong regional leaders in this exercise. One is former Chief Minister Siddaramaiah and the other is Congress State President D.K. Shivkumar. Both of them from the old Mysore region, and both of them open about their ambitions for the top job in the state.
They are both strong and aggressive personalities. Siddaramaiah rose from the ranks of the Janata movement, but owing to serious differences with former Prime Minister H.D. Deve Gowda, he broke away from Janata Dal Secular to join the Congress in 2006. He belongs to the Kuruba caste, the state's third largest caste bloc, and has projected himself as the face of the Ahinda vote, essentially a conglomeration of socially weaker sections engineered to counter the dominance of Karnataka's two most powerful voting blocs, the Lingayat sect and the OBC Vokkaliga caste. In contrast, D.K. Shivkumar is a wealthy leader who started and stayed with the Congress and belongs to the dominant OBC Vokkaliga caste. He's an undefeated MLA since 1989 and has often been the Congress's troubleshooter in Karnataka and even outside the state.
Mr. Shivkumar, how do you see him? Do you see him as a friend, a competitor, a colleague? How do you see him?
He is my good friend and also political competitor, so far as the chief ministership is concerned.
How would you define your relationship with Mr. Siddaramaiah? Is he a friend, rival, competitor, senior colleague?
See, I think you all are in a different notion. We work together, we are joined together, we will work together. We will see that the Congress party will come together. It is our bound duty to see that all congressmen walks on the streets and steps of Vidhan Sabha. It is our pride and our duty. We will deliver Karnataka to the Congress party.
The two regional satraps have had to unite in the battle against the Bharatiya Janata Party. The Prime Minister himself has led the BJP's campaign with extensive roadshows across the state, like this one in Bengaluru, and a host of central leaders have descended on the state. Issues like the promised ban on the Bajrangbali and personal attacks on the Prime Minister have threatened to dilute the focus on regional issues, especially in the last leg of the campaign for the Congress. As they contend with this challenge, in the old Mysore region, where both Siddaramaiah and Shivkumar hail from, they have a different challenge to face.
As the Congress battles it out against the Bharatiya Janata Party in most parts of Karnataka, it needs to wrestle out seats from the Janata Dal Secular in the heart of the old Mysore region. For instance, in a district like Mandya, the JDS won 7 of the 7 assembly seats in 2018, and the Congress needs to win back some of those if it wants to get the magic number on the 13th of May.
Former Prime Minister H.D. Deve Gowda and his son, former Chief Minister H.D. Kumaraswamy, have ensured that the JDS has a firm hold on the Vokkaliga caste, which is concentrated in over 40 assembly seats in this largely agrarian region on the banks of the Kaveri River. D.K. Shivkumar's mentor, S.M. Krishna, Congress Chief Minister between 1999 and 2004, was from Mandya, and the Congress hasn't had a grip over the caste vote since then.
What's your prediction as far as Mandya is concerned, sir? 7 of the 7 seats was taken by the JDS in 2018.
Now the Congress will have its stand. 7 of the 7, Congress will win.
Siddaramaia's personal rivalry with Deva Gowda remains bitter to date. In 2018, he was defeated in his traditional Chamundeshwari constituency in Mysore district by the JDS's candidate. This rivalry has led to speculation that the Gowdas may side with Shivkumar if it came to that.
Congress has got two leaders who's there. One is DK Shivkumar, who represents the same caste vote that the JDS has. The other is Siddaramaiah. Who do you think is the bigger enemy for the JDS? Is there one person you prefer over the other?
No, I would like to tell you, I don't want to comment on the Congress DK Shivkumar or Siddaramaiah.
Irrespective of personal rivalries or caste affiliation, Siddaramaiah and Shivkumar need to contain the JDS in the old Mysore region.
Prediction is there, of course. There is a fight between Congress and JDS in some of the districts of the old Mysore. But the BJP, JDS will not get more than 25 seats this time.
While the Congress has accused the JDS of having a tacit understanding with the ruling party, the BJP, which has traditionally had only a marginal vote share in several of these constituencies, has also taken on the JDS this time.
The BJP says that voting for the JDS is like voting for the Congress. The Congress says JDS is BJP's B team. Who is your number one enemy?
Here both the parties, they treat us like enemy only. Whenever they require JDS assistance, then they will come to us. That is their character.
The BJP has had a series of national leaders, including Yogi Adityanath, campaign in Mandya. But its main focus here is the independent MP, Sumalata. Her husband Ambarish was a superstar and a strong Vokkaliga face who had held the Mandya assembly seat for the Congress. However, after his demise in 2018, Sumalata wanted to contest from the Mandya Lok Sabha seat in the 2019 polls. The Congress, which was in an alliance with the JDS then, denied her the ticket. She contested and won as an independent. And though she hasn't officially joined the BJP, she has sided with it since then.
Who do you think is going to lose more because of the BJP's gains here in Mandya, JDS or the Congress?
Well, since all the present MLAs belong to the JDS party, bar one in KRPet, it's the JDS who will be losing.
No, but in terms of vote shares?
Again JDS, because that's been the strongest party here from a long time. So, I mean, once upon a time there was a strong Congress presence, but over the years it dwindled into, a very minimal kind of a presence here. But now I think things are changing. People are looking for a change, and that's where it's the right time for the BJP to strike.
Could this result in a genuine three-way fight? That's the big X factor.
Whatever effort they are doing from BJP side, by sending several leaders from Delhi to divide the voters in Mandya or Mysore or anywhere where we are strong, it will not work out according to me. People are with us.
Agrarian issues and caste arithmetic dominate the electoral realities in this part of Karnataka. Given that the JDS is the Congress's primary rival here, the larger issues of corruption and anti-incumbency allegations against the BJP government is not the dominant theme in the campaign here. Here it boils down to candidate power and whether the Congress can break into that JDS caste vote stronghold.
Madhu Gowda is a software engineer from the United States who has returned to take to farming in Mandya. He's contesting as a candidate of the Sarvodaya Karnataka Paksha, a farmers' party which has a tacit understanding with the Congress. He says often real agrarian issues get overshadowed by caste dynamics.
This entire place is dependent on caste arithmetic. How important is caste in these elections here?
See, caste is a very important factor. Earlier even I thought caste is not doesn't play much role in politics, but now I have realized caste plays a major role in politics.
Ultimately, in a closely contested election, grassroots arithmetic and caste dynamics of the JDS bastion could well determine the numbers at the end of the polls, and could also be decisive in the Shivkumar versus Siddaramaiah race for the top job if the Congress gets its numbers. With bureau inputs, video journalists Govind Murthy and D.N. Kumar in Bengaluru, Veeraraghav for NDTV.
Welcome back. Now let's shift focus to the other big story. In fact, let's shift focus to Manipur, where the curfew was relaxed today in few parts of the state under the watchful eyes of the Indian Army. Drones and helicopters were deployed for aerial reconnaissance. Chief Minister Biren Singh held an all-party meeting last evening to resolve the unrest. It was, in fact, resolved to appeal for peace in Manipur and encourage all citizens to avoid any kind of action that could lead to further violence or instability. Sources have told NDTV there have been several casualties in the violence. Doctors at hospitals reported receiving many fatal casualties. Indian Army and the Assam Rifles has rescued 23,000 civilians so far in the crisis-hit Manipur and moved them to operating bases, Indian Army said in a statement on Sunday.
It was an unprecedented spell of violence that Manipur saw, particularly the border areas between the valley region and the hill region. We are in the border areas and you can see this used to be a village rice mill where the villagers after their cultivation would actually process the rice here. This has been completely burned down, completely charred. Similarly in other areas you have villages after villages being burnt. You can see this used to be a village shop which has been completely dismantled. Now Indian Army is guarding the villages in the border areas, in the pockets where violence has taken place. Villages from both communities are being guarded, which have been targeted. You can see this used to be perhaps a house of somebody. It has not only been burned down but completely demolished. This is the type of property loss that people have witnessed in Manipur. And now Army is trying to take control over these areas because these are vulnerable areas. These are areas where the clashes and the violence have taken place. And in these areas, the role of the Army is to maintain peace, so that fresh violence don't take place, and so that the miscreants who are involved cannot come back. This is a complete scene of destruction. The villagers have been evacuated and taken to safer places. There is a house there which is half burnt. This house completely burnt. People have lost their properties, their livelihood, and now they are languishing in relief camps. They don't know when they will be able to come back and build their house again, whether they have resources to build their house. But what is important here is that Indian Army is trying to make sure that at least peace comes back quickly so that people can restart their normal life, can come out of relief camps. In Manipur, the PM Sanju, Pratik John, NDTV.
It's a big day for the medical aspirants. NEET, the mandatory entrance for the medical admission, was held this afternoon. 18.73 lakh candidates applied to this test. In fact, in a record high, 1.47 lakh students applied in Tamil Nadu alone. Take a look at this report filed by my colleague Vedanta.
18-year-old Shoaib is the first in his family to appear for a medical entrance exam. His mother Meena, a tea seller in Delhi's Nizamuddin, says she put him through school as a single parent with meager earnings just for this day.
इतने बच्चे हैं यहाँ पे सबने ट्यूशन कोई ना कोई ली होगी हमने नहीं पढ़ाया अपने बेटे को क्योंकि मेरी हैसियत नहीं थी ट्यूशन देने खातिर मेरा सपना बहुत बड़ा देखा मैंने
सर टफ तो था लेकिन फिर ये था 11th और 12th अच्छे से करी थी तो सही सब सही गया था तो सेल्फ स्टडी मेरा प्रॉपर नहीं था थोड़ा सा यूट्यूब पे थोड़ा सा तो डाउट सॉल्विंग सब मैंने करा ही था प्रॉपर सेल्फ स्टडी तो लगभग इम्पॉसिबल है किसी के लिए भी तो अच्छा ही था सेल्फ स्टडी थोड़ा हार्ड था लेकिन उसमें ज़्यादा आपको मेहनत करनी पड़ती है तो उसका आपको रिजल्ट भी मिलेगा ही फिर.
For less than 2 lakh seats, nearly 20 lakh aspirants appeared for NEET, the All India Medical Examination today. Outside exam centres, anxious parents accompanying first-time candidates. how was the paper for you?
It was average.
It was average, not very tough. No, it was.
No, it was normal.
All right.
पेपर तो ठीक था.
बहुत मुश्किल नहीं था, tough नहीं था, medium.
Medium था.
All right. So आप कब से prepare कर रही हैं NEET के लिए?
मैं तो 4 साल से prepare कर रही हूँ.
4 साल से prepare कर रही हैं और आपका first attempt था अभी?
नहीं, ये मेरा 4th attempt था.
In Tamil Nadu, the state with the highest number of medical colleges, NEET has become a major political flashpoint between the AIADMK and the ruling DMK. The DMK government had proposed to scrap the national examination, arguing it favors affluent students who cannot afford private coaching and works against the poor. Parents and students are divided.
Maybe topper in CBSE, but they're not going to crack the NEET. So what they'll do actually? So at last they have to buy, they have to take a loan, they have to do something for NEET coaching.
As a student, what is your take? That as a state, Tamil Nadu is opposed to entrance exams, but what do you think?
No, I don't. I think NEET is beneficial and it gives fair chance for everyone to secure marks. And it's usually difficult for CBSE students to get medical seat, and through this NEET, we can do better.
In violence-hit Manipur, meanwhile, the exam was postponed for all candidates. Between the number of candidates appearing for the exam and the number of seats available in government medical colleges under the NEET exam is concerning. Even though the government says there has been a 70% rise in the number of medical seats, the number of medical colleges, government medical colleges in India remains abysmally low. And that leads to cutthroat competition every year. With Sam Dalian in Chennai and camera person Gauri Prasad in New Delhi, Vedant for NDTV.
All right, that's all the time that we have in this edition of the news. Updates continue on NDTV. Stay tuned.